That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there right off the bat. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. First down, Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a big play that time by the Jets. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one is incomplete. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today. Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out. On first down, Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option. Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January. And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it. Is the biggest key the left tackle? Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. Now the former fourth-round pick is Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They give to Johnson going right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick. Because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Going to take the handoff on the option. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he gets this one down to the 24. 55 rushing yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Drop to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Dobbins. Yeah, he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They go play action with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Hamler now on the return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled. Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change? I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up. We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game? You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well. You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think. Here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down at 5. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll set up to throw. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage. A little something extra in his repertoire.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Ravens are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Wilson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Wilson will throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 44. Defense wins championships, baby.
Another run here with Dobbins. 221 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
YBN want a thing up.